What's up, everybody? This was supposed to be a video of a debate with my friend and I, but he chickened out. He says it's because, he don't want to lose his job. He does have a pretty good job, and he's worried about, someone seeing this and him losing his secret clearance, all that stuff. So he decided not to do it. He did come here, and we had a lot of debates, and I just wish we could have recorded it. But I mean, out of what I got out of it was he does not support Joe Biden. His cop out is he's just going to vote for Kanye West, which makes no sense. But whatever. He says he doesn't support Biden because Biden has not yet said what he's gonna do for anyone, which is absolutely true. But this is where we are. People are afraid to say who they support. They're afraid to say how they feel, what they believe in, because we are in the society of cancel culture. He kept bringing up Nick Cannon for some reason, but that it's not the same. And Nick Cannon is an idiot. So I'll get into what this video is about. And I feel like Illinois is secretly and slowly trying to get in the way of our gun rights. And I say that because, of course, after all of this happened, I applied for the Floyd Card. And, I get it. Everyone's trying to rush and sign up because, they're like, I got to protect my community because these rioters, they're just out here doing whatever, no care for humanity, and using racism as a reason for why they're behaving this way. But in the end, everyone's rushing to get their Floyd card because they want to legally carry a firearm to protect their families. And now I applied on June 1st, right? Well, it was in the first few days of June, and my fiance applied like 3 days later. She just got hers like a week ago. When you, I still haven't gotten mine. When you call them, it started off, it says on the website today, if you go on the Illinois Firearms website, it says today that it takes a new applicant 30 days to get some type of receipt saying where you are, when it'll ship, and all these things. Then that went to 60 days. Then that went to 90 days. Then it went to 94 days. I'm over 100 days in, right? And then their disclaimer is when you call, right, it says the voice machine says, well, due to COVID, right, everything's due to COVID. It could take sooner. It could be sooner or it could take longer than the said time for what you're doing. And that's interesting to me. So you would think now you're already at like 100 days before you decide to call them, right? Which I feel like is reasonable. Okay, I'm past that window. Why don't I have anything? Let me call. Well, you can't get through to anyone. And then they'll say that, like I sat on hold literally from open to close, and then it just hung up on me one day. And then their excuse for that is because they had to shorten staff, right? So listen to me now. They said they had to shorten staff. So there's only a few people working because of COVID, right? Well, all you're doing is running a background check in the system. That's all. This all can be done remotely. Actually, for something that's in our Constitution, you could actually create more jobs while people are being laid off for people to work from home, right? To get this process going, but they're not doing that. And let's say you actually do get through, because I got through once in the 4 months I've been waiting, or 3 months, whatever, how long it's been, right? They'll just tell you, well, hey, it said it could take longer. And so there's no end date. You just don't know when you're going to get it. And then you're off the phone and they're gone. So I just feel like that's fishy. It's like, why does this take so long? Why are there, I get it, there's a lot of people coming in, but there should be enough people to process these things. It's just a computer system. You're checking my background, he's good or he isn't. I have no criminal history, no criminal record, no trouble with law enforcement, no anything, right? My record is clean. I may have had a few parking tickets way back, in the day that are paid or whatever, but I mean, I'm talking over 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have any record. So for people like me, it should have been a, hey, okay, he's good, send it out. And, then the argument is, oh, well, it takes time to create an ID. Well, I was in the military and I know what machine they're using. It's just a little printer that sits on the desk. You put a ID in, it shoots it out. It's going to use the same photo that's on your driver's license. So they don't have to do anything there, and then they mail it out. That's it. This is not a hard job. But for some reason, and then if you're trying to renew, it's like 165 days. I mean, the timelines keep extending, right? And I just don't get that. At some point, they should start slowing down because you're processing so many. They said in the month of June, 68,000 new applications came in, which is the same month I applied. So I get it. So 68,000 just in the month of June. We're about to be in October. Y'all haven't figured this out by now? Y'all figured out a way for these sports and bars and everything else to open. You know what I mean? Marijuana's still being sold out here legally in the stores, but y'all can't find a way to handle something that's in our Constitution. I find that very fishy, and I just think that it's just a way. Right now, they can't just take our guns, but this is literally they're stopping me from purchasing one. What's the difference? And it's weird that my fiance got hers before I did when I applied first. You know what I mean? And I feel like the closer we get to this election, the more everybody's going to need that. Because, I mean, Trump's going to win. And you're going to have people out here really losing their mind because there's nothing they can do about it for the next 4 years. Right? So it's like everybody, I feel like this election is very important. And I have some advice for this election, and that's to vote early and vote in person. Don't do that mail-in voting. Vote early and vote in person, regardless of who you're voting for. If you want your vote to truly count, vote early and vote in person. And that's all I have to say about that. My next video will be about opening week in the NFL, which I find interesting. But till then, peace.